Katie. How are you today?
I'm okay, I guess.
Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, no, thank you.
Anything new? Anything going on?
Yeah, well, it's just my roommate, Sarah.
Hmm. And, is it... What's going on?
Well, we've been living together for like 4 months now, and she's just the worst roommate ever. Ever. She's terrible.
Oh,
And I can't take it anymore.
Is it something she does, or...
Oh yeah, it's like everything. The biggest problem I have right now is that she's really messy, and her mess started in her room, but then it just tried to take over our whole apartment, and she doesn't do her fair share of helping out. You know, like she doesn't help out with her dishes, she doesn't clean up after her guests, she doesn't take out the trash. It's all falling on me.
That's a lot, yeah. Especially busy college student.
Yeah, I know. I go to school full time and I work full time, and she basically parties full time.
And so this is affecting your schoolwork?
Yeah, actually. I had this big exam to study for, and I told her, hey, like, I'm trying to study, so can you please, try to keep your hours a little bit more reasonable, keep the guests over to a minimum, noise to a minimum, and I tried as best as I could to study, and she insisted on having people in our house, throwing a party at our house, and I was so stressed out and exhausted. I overslept, was late to my exam, and I bombed it.
So have you tried talking to her about it?
Yeah, and she just blew me off.
Okay. So what exactly happened?
I was like, hey Sarah, I really need to talk to you. I totally bombed my my exam. Thank God it wasn't a final. And she was like, oh, I'm so sorry, what can I do to help? And when I started trying to tell her what, then her phone rings, and then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, just a second. And then she goes into her room, and then she's in her room for like 20 minutes, and then she comes out, because she's got some party to be at. And so it just never got talked about.
Never got to have the conversation.
No.
So you've been living together 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been friends?
We've been friends for 2 years. I met her my freshman year.
Okay, and up until the point you were living together, things were fine?
Oh yeah, our friendship was great. We're very different in a lot of ways, but we do have some things in common. Like, we're both oldest children, and we're both close to our families, and we both like similar activities. We like to do stuff together, like go bike riding, like the same kind of movies. We like to watch the same stuff together, and that was why I thought that I could live with her. Because we did have things in common. We share a common background, common interests, and it's not like I'm some OCD neat freak or anything. But her slovenliness, and to respect that I'm dedicated to what I'm working on. And when we first met, our situations are a little bit different, but she was going to class, she was doing things like that. It's only been since we moved in together that she's made new friends who party, and she's trying to be in a sorority, which props to her, is not my thing. But she's trying to become this campus socialite party girl, and that's not what I am.
Yeah, your schoolgirls are really different. I know you work really hard.
I do. I have a lot of scholarships. My parents have done the best that they can, but they can't do as much for me as hers can. So I do have to work a lot harder than she does. I have to work a lot harder than most people, so I try not to hold that against anybody. I feel like she could respect me more.
Yeah. I think that we should aim for another conversation with her. How long is your lease with her for the school year?
It's just a school year lease, so it's 10 months. And I know that I'm almost halfway over. the thing of it is that's 6 more months of tests.
Yeah.
For me.
Whole another semester.
Right. That's 6 more months of commitment, 6 more months of work. And I don't want to lose her as a friend. We were really close. And the other thing that makes this difficult is we have friends in common.
Yeah. Are you concerned that confronting her will affect those other relationships?
Yeah, absolutely. Some of them are a little bit more gossipy than others. You know, she has new friends, but I don't want to lose these people that we have in common either.
Okay. I think confronting her in a way that it's not so much a confrontation as trying to make it through this time. We can make it through this time and still be friends, and then we just know better for next time we won't live with her. I know that's really hard. I know it's 6 more months. But I think in the long term, this will be better. But we definitely need to talk to her and try to convince her to do her share.
How do I get her to put my conversation with her first?
I think that you need to just find a way to get her to sit down and really talk face to face. You may have to try a couple times with her. She may try to blow you off again, but I think being persistent but trying not to get angry about it, I think keeping this as civil as possible is really the way to go.
Yeah, I do have a hot temper sometimes. Maybe we should go somewhere more public, like
Yeah.
a restaurant.
Let's meet at Mickey D's, have some coffee.
Yeah, okay, I could do that. And Lord knows she needs coffee. And then and then what? Like, should we create some kind of roommate agreement? And then what if she can't hold to that?
Well, roommate agreement sounds good. You write it up, get it in writing, and then if she doesn't follow through, then you'll actually have some basis. Maybe after that you can talk to, I mean, you'd hate to talk to the landlord, but if it continues to get worse, then maybe that's a direction you could look at.
I mean, I'd rather not lose her, but at the same time, if I have to choose between my grades or my friend, I mean, getting my education is very crucial and vital and important to me.
Maybe say, I'm just not going to clean up when you're going to have a party anymore. So she won't want to have friends over, so maybe she'll have to take the initiative to clean. I mean, that's half of the battle. Maybe she'll clean up, maybe she'll get in a habit of it.
Yeah, or maybe we could even like pick a day, you know, like maybe
routine.
Friday, because I don't have class or work on Saturday. I work
Yeah.
for the university. So, you know, if she wanted to have a party like Friday, that's okay.
Yeah, we'll throw a party together.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, all of your friends can be there as well, and her new friends. And then work together to clean up after. I mean, it is different when you're cleaning up after your party as well. It's not just her party. to
Yeah,
clean up
that's
after.
true. It's not like we have after her and all of her friends and
Yeah. Okay. Sounds like we've got a good plan. So I would definitely get that roommate agreement going. And if that doesn't work, we'll have to come up with something else. But really, really good talk today, and I'm really hoping this all works out for you.
thank you so much.